Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Women Empowerment Series video podcast with me, Farisha. And I'm honored and most delighted to have a very special guest with me is Ainie Haziqah Shafi. Assalamualaikum. Hi, Ainie.
Waalaikumsalam. Hi Farisha. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much. It's amazing to have to sit with another woman who is so empowered and so honored to be here.
Thank you so much, Ainie, for being in Women Empowerment Series. And this is a series where I interviewed amazing and wonderful ladies in Malaysia. So, Ainie, can you share with us more about yourself?
Sure. All right. So I am Ainie Haziqah. Professionally, I'm a lawyer. All right. So I practice civil and also Sharia. And at the same time, I also run three different NGOs. But along the way, these three NGOs are actually based on youth empowerment and young women empowerment. And one of it is Happy Bank Crew, which is a platform for the youth to volunteer. That was started back in 2014. And then I had my own humanitarian aid Selangor, where we focus on the refugees issues, empowering the refugees, especially on education and their welfare. And third is my Girl to Leader Malaysia, where we empower young women from the age of 16 to 25, especially, where we give them leadership skills and we provide the platform for them to speak up. And apart from that, I also, at the moment now, I run my own legal firm, which is Nuraini Haziqah and Co. We have an extended arm, which is NHCO Plus. It's a business consultancy where we aim to help small businesses and medium businesses to grow in their business.
Wow. So definitely we share the same sentiment, Aini. We are in the same goal. So we share the same mindset. So high five. High five. Yeah. Okay. So for the next question, what is the most challenging moment in your career? The most challenging moment. And how do you overcome it? How do you overcome those challenges?
I think that there's just so many challenges, to be honest. And I think the one important value of challenge that I go through or learn is actually how people perceive young women. Because I am not just I'm not just practicing as a lawyer. I'm also in like the social work, which is like running NGOs, but I'm also passionate in terms of politics as well. So I think that's three different various things that I do. So when I had to go through all this since I left law school many years ago, about like 7, 8 years ago, the most difficult thing about raising up yourself is actually the confidence that we have to portray to the public. Young women are not just having the problem with themselves, trying to give confidence to themselves, trying to persuade and be part of like the society and also the public. But at the same time, they face a lot of challenges, as in like the challenge that people don't trust them. We talked about this many times. And in fact, young women had the probability of challenges that we have to go through as young women is double, or in fact triple than this, because women themselves have problems. We are always seen as those who are incompetent. We are always seen as those who are not capable or that do not have credibility. It became worse when we see a lot of young women who aspiring young women in leadership. All right, be it in politics, be it in corporate, be it in social or NGO platform, or even in their career. So this is actually the problem. The problem is young women had to face the most critical part of their life, which is like this kind of challenge where people don't trust them, people don't have confidence in them, people see them as immature. So I honestly don't like to use all these negative connotations, but this is actually the challenges that a lot of like young women have to go through. And I had like so many experiences, to be honest, when we I wanted to do presentation. We wanted to pitch for business, especially when I am running my own business right now. Wanted to pitch. We want to, like, go forward for our business, and we have the capabilities. But when we enter, young women, especially when we enter the room, you know, and when a young woman is asked to contest in a election, for example, when in a corporate sector, when they are asked to do presentation, to pitch for projects, for example, they are not seen serious. Young women are always seen as immature, not yet capable, are not always given the chance. That's the problem. The challenge is young women are always not given two things. Number one is the opportunity. Number two is the platform. Sometimes you have the platform. If you are, for example, in political party, you have the platform, but you're not given the chance to grow yourself. Same as you are in a company, which is a good platform, a good company, for example, but your boss are not giving you the opportunity to grow, to move forward. So that is like the double or triple challenges that young women, especially people like me, going through.
Okay, moving on to the next question. What does woman empowerment means to you in your own words?
I think women empowerment is about uplifting, women as a tribe, because I see that, yes, we have seen a lot of women, especially who can rise through the ladder, climb through the ladder, and but they are there alone. If we are talking about women empowerment, we're talking about the whole tribe. You need the support system of the whole women tribe. You cannot be up there politically, career wise and whatnot, just you there. You need to bring up like the whole tribe with you, and that is what women empowerment means to me, at least. And I
To
feel like
lift
at the
each other
moment.
up. We need to lift each other up and support each other.
Exactly, and that's why I was saying just now about support system. Women have to be each other's support system, and if we don't be, that is not empowering each other. As you said earlier, that we cannot have like this idea of like the idea of jealousy, the idea of like not happy seeing a woman climbing the ladder, etc. But that is something what women have to face. But we're talking about like women empowerment, and the most important thing is supporting each other. And how do we support each other is like bringing the whole tribe with you. If you are in a room full of opportunities, you're not just talking about yourself, you're talking about your girlfriends, you're talking about like other women who can be together in the room full of opportunities with you. Yeah.
Okay, and moving on to the next question. Who are the most inspirational women leaders that you admire in Malaysia and also internationally?
That is kind of tough, because, well, I don't really have like idol, that I idolize any women or whatever. But what in Malaysia, for example, I've seen a lot of women, especially in terms of corporate, in the corporate sector, in the in politics and whatnot, who are aspiring, a lot of like women out there. We see politicians who are genuinely wanting to do change, who are not given the chance and whatnot. And in Malaysia, I think a lot of like the female politicians should be seen as like our role model, because they work very hard to ensure that women are given the chance. We see Dato Sri Wan Aziza, we see Nurul Izzah, we even see like a lot of like female politicians. We have seen Tan Sri Sharizat Jalil, we have seen Rafida Aziz, who in the past have done so much thing, and it's continued until now. In terms of internationally, I think I love to read women biography, the women politicians biography, like Angela Merkel, and then I've read about Margaret Thatcher, how they actually inspired women empowerment internationally means. And of course, everybody loves Michelle Obama. And at the moment now, I like to see how Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez bring out like the idea of like how young women.
AOC, high five!
Yay!
Woo!
We have
She's
seen like all
amazing,
these
right? She's
people.
amazing.
Exactly.
AOC, I follow her on Facebook and IG. Love her.
So this is actually like how we see women empowerment and how we see role models actually. Well, we're not saying that they should be idolized by everybody, but at least like whatever the good things that they're bringing should be brought up and also be with us together.
Okay, so we have come to the end of the show for our last question. What is your advice for the younger generation, for the millennials, the Gen Z?
I think the one thing that I always tell, because I love to give talks in universities, and I met a lot of like young girls, especially who aspire to become leaders in the future. But the one thing that is stopping them is actually the platform and opportunities. And one thing that I always advise them most importantly is like go for it. Don't stop. There's along the way, there's
Keep
just so
going.
many
Keep
people. Yeah,
going.
keep
Don't
going.
give up. Don't give up.
And
No
actually,
matter
to be
what
very
challenges
honest,
you face, keep going. Yeah.
yeah. So we have seen a lot of like young girls actually aspiring to become like leaders of the future and whatnot, but are stopped due to many challenges, are not asked, or are not being able to like show up themselves and whatnot. But for me, I tell you, this journey of like women in leadership is a journey, it's a long journey. It's not a sprint, but it's a marathon where you need to keep going. You will face hurdles and obstacles, but you need to keep going to ensure that you can reach where you aim, or like where you can be in. So I think that is the most important advice.
Thank you so much, Ainie. I really appreciate your sharing and also your tips to the younger generation, to the millennials, to the Gen Z. And I have to agree with you. That is how we grow. We grow through challenges. And that is where we learn when we are faced with obstacles and challenges. And we learn through pain. We learn through experience. And that's how we grow. And that is how we improve ourselves and become better.
Yeah, true. That's very true.
Okay, thank you so much, Ainie. So we have come to the end of the show for Women Empowerment Series video podcast. And for those of you who would like to follow Ainie online, what is your Facebook, Instagram, and also LinkedIn so people can follow you and connect with you online?
So my social media and also social network name is actually Ainie Haziqah, AINIEHAZIQAH. Follow me.
Okay, so Ainie, would you like to share a bit on your legal firm and what you're currently working on right now?
So basically, my legal firm, it's a small legal firm. We have three partners. I mainly do litigation, and my another partner is doing corporate and commercial cases, and one another of my partner is doing convincing, which is focusing more on property and estate management. So that's what we do, and also we have a Sharia department. And yeah, we focus more on Sharia. We don't do criminal, so we focus more on Sharia and civil law.
So do you have a website that you can share and people can follow?
Yes, I will share. Maybe do I share with you the website?
Yep, you
Or
can share with me. Yeah, you can share with me and you can
I'll
share with
share
our
with you.
audience here. Yeah.
All right, so it's www.nhcolaw.com.
Okay, thank you so much, Annie. Thank you for being in my show. Till then, stay safe, take care, bye.
Bye, see you.